an enemy. What you say? Yeah. I believe the right things need to be done. Okay. Obiya Obonia, they need to follow up and do the right thing. Assembly C, I think 2022. No. Okay. I mean, Okanyoma Bibri. Okay. Diena Emame court because Nangami court Kraba. The Emame court Pani Assembly the two Miss say Minina Babeka. Ubi Assem. Okay. And you know, the Okika. Yes. Yes. Because I mean, we all know who the gentleman is. So, okay. As I say, but we as a man have suffered this.
We've gone through a lot.
Yes, before, you know. Okay. And as I speak, the case is a cold case. Okay. Because Assembly C, you know, they've not really captured anybody or arrested anybody for that. So for a very long time, it will be a cold case everywhere around the world. If a case is unsolved, only a cold case, only the eyes to sue. So, yes, exactly. So for you to come and say your man, exactly, and it's sad. I mean, I went through a lot. My family went through a lot. My kids, especially my wife, you know, they had to go and revisit the Yafe Mudada. Yes, you know, and easy, you know. So I said, no. I mean, now I'll take him on to come and prove baby I make coca and this annual money. So yes, Nyankopon Yadum, and I met the Deputy Attorney General as we speak. Your friend Sremsai, Honorable Sremsai. Yes, na Okuta case no at the time. Only your court no na. I think say Cynthia. Maybe if you need waka baby Nyankopon fani bro. Yes, yes. Ni firm no, and no ye only lawyers at the time. Yes. So they came to court. Okay. And say patrol. They want us to bring the matter out. I mean, you know, at the time we were present and said no, we want to proceed. But if you know, or no kikan no friend penny for near idea, you know, we had a lot of meetings. Even Honorable Wale Plus crowd was sitting in several meetings, you know, and I mean my intention was not to punish anybody. It was just to make sure I clear my name exactly, you know, because me I dream Bonibia, you know, so you know, and I say okay, cool. My name is lawyers. I say okay. Once everybody is saying oh fache, unia bema any idea no fache, you know, I said no problem. My wife didn't come say oh I mean una obenya say me be pattern I say uti exactly. So spoke to my lawyers. We went back to court. Any court in the say oh. Yeah, we've come to some sort of an agreement. Okay. Usually, all the same court will be here. Say agreement na more agree with you know. You need to tender in that agreement or court. Then to be passed as a consent judgment. Okay. Because court there has to be some sort of a judgment. So we had a consent judgment, and the consent judgment was so apologize. And then also pay my legal fees. Lawyers. Yes, you know, so because I mean I think the decent thing to do, because at the time I'm issuing 1 million Ghana cedis. Oh yes, meaning court I think it was 1 million. Into it's okay, fine. No, there's no problem. It's not even about the money for me to start with. You know, so we don't my lawyers, then I need just an apology, you know, so that we set the record straight. What I say. So I think we came to that agreement and we took it out of court. Okay. I think 2023 more, you know, but I mean, typically of him, the NL saw at the time 1 year, you know, 1 year, and I think say somewhere this week, you know, Wabababe. So make I say before my new lawyer Cephas Boyo, yes, at Boyo at law, yes, on any team, had to follow up on the judgment that we got in 2022. Usually, when you judgment and say, the court, you have to go and enforce the judgment. Yes, go and enforce the judgment. So I think my lawyers, Cephas, any team, especially Cephas, leading the team at the Nissan court to try and enforce the judgment. So during those times, I think usually if you don't go by what the court says, there are consequences.
Okay.
Yeah, there are consequences because that's why you take the thing to court to start with. I think say now on one who said at the end because eventually any year man it will not augur well for him. So he called Cephas Boyo, Esquire of friends. So Obe Tenasi na interested in a sorting. So yes. So my lawyer reached out to me and said, yes, he share and all that, and I'm like, I mean, for me, there's no point. We all know the SCA. Yes, in the we share be dada. So I think the call came on Monday. My lawyer met him and his team, I think on Tuesday, and at Tuesday now or Wednesday now, or they release the apology. So I mean, for me, the most important thing I think is Namini join you say Kasa. No, what's the way forward? I'm like, most importantly, I think he should look at sorting out the lawyers, yes, the legal fees, yes. Then that's about it. I mean, me actually, I'm not keeping anything in me. Yes, I don't know. A trim one, a trim. That's how I look at it. Because young fashion and my fashion call. Obi Obonia and all because be power. Because in the past when we met, he's come to say, bro, I'm sorry. What can say your man then you go back and do some of these things. But hey, sana reality. So you be found send an young coupon. That's how.
The legal fee is
100,000 Ghana cedis.
100,000 Ghana cedis.
Yes.
100,000 Ghana cedis.
Yes.
1 billion to 1 billion.
Yes. It was 300 actually, but at the time they negotiated with Honorable Srem Simon and Omuti Suba 100.
Okay.
So he's supposed to pay that fees to the legal.
Me a question about this same legal fees.
Yes.
Was this same legal fees? This same Shatta a call? Was it another interview? And I know what say. Initially, you were suing him for 1 million.
Yes.
1 million now who sue who see legal fees and legal fees no 1 million. Then he made a video and said, "Say you were a joker. Now if you were smarter and can a Godfather Leslie be fair now obe panacho na nka waji ono sis can come 100,000. If you were smart, you would have taken the $100,000 and forget about everything. But you want to show that that's the same.
I know.
Scanner.
And I mean,
so he rubbished it in the media as though who threat for $200,000. Question. Question.
And to start with, I have nothing financial to gain in this whole thing. Say sikana mi pa nangaze say mijina court was still with them 1 million Ghana cedis. But I'm like, hey, I think the decent thing to do.
1 million Ghana cedis here, yes. 10 billion.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So that was what I was going for initially. What I say, but
and now what is waba?
I mean, so maybe I wanna. The point is, there's no money for me.
Okay.
Yes. Oh yes, because what I'm saying is that if I was sticking to the 1 million cedis, if I had sued and went to court, went to trial and won the case, 1 million beba me change. Yes, for damages near there. But in this case, there's no money issue. All I wanted was the apology. Sikana legal fees Uber file paper.
No, yes.
Lawyers, 100,000 cedis. Titi 1 billion.
Oh, wait.
And yes, Kibia. So, no, those cabibri. You know, so when me lawyers, a juma my year. On my co-op and on my filing papers, you know, to go and to serve writs near the yes, you know, constantly being to court, you know, back and forth. I mean, yes, you know, so I know my lawyers,
okay, good.
So for me, there's no financial gain in this whole thing. The most important thing was my reputation, you know, and to come and cast aspersions and I say I think it's only fair to set the record straight, you know, and I don't know why, you know, yes. So
so what do you channel?
Oh, media channel that because I think what will be the essence to hold on to Sanyo Mano. I mean, trim me up good. Oh, me keep you idea with me. What you say? I mean, a CAC. Oh, then you move on because you can't stay in one place. You can't be at the same place all the time. Mentally, it's not healthy. What you say? So me, and yeah, I mean, he's done worse. To me, he's done worse. You know, maybe on another occasion we can sit down and talk. Yeah, he's done worse. And then no cry. I glossed over it, moved on. You know, the reason why I moved to court, they said, me. I think say no, I mean Obi say Kasa. I think say MC. We spoke for almost 2 hours. Me, I don't take the world seriously because me him say yen chewo ha. Okay. Well, but if there's something I want to take seriously in this world. I am my wife and me map. Well, those are the only things I take seriously. Me, I don't even take myself seriously because I am from yes, what you say. So, for me to be still here and I have 4 kids, 4 beautiful kids and a beautiful wife. For you to try and put me in a situation where I cannot see them, take care of them, be with them as a family, it's dangerous. Well, so that's why I had to go to court and say, look, I mean, what are you trying to say? Where did I say that? Do you have proof of what I've said? At which point did we speak on matters like that? You know, I mean, he said plenty things. Or can you be brave? Or can be brave? Yes, So for me, it's not about keeping anything inside. It's just allowing it to go, heal and move on. And that's how I've been here, you know, all this while. So to me, this annual shirt nipemu obi wo na dia on to me fancho but doing that is unhealthy. Wow, be proud. Yes, so me media channel that before be throw we media channel that.
So if so back say managing bioma as
ejumani dey there be.
Please, I've not actually.
Ejumani dey be. You know, so let me also try and clear something here. Now, there was a time I'm in Nija Ejuma. You know, then we started working again. Now, a lot of people misconstrue that. Say, I didn't also in Ejuma biom who granting interviews near there. Now, this is the trick here, or the true story. Me to me baby, it was xylophone. Na me a boss war. And na me former boss, and I'm still on crowd. My boss, no person signing or signing Shatta. Okay. About a xylophone. Now, to be able to do that, you need to seek my consent.
I remember that he said.
Yes, you need to seek my consent. So when you say, "Menenija Jumana," me say, "Menenija Juma be misan call ni there be man san call." Na me meet xylophone. Na me ye Juma. At the time we had signed Stoneball, we had signed Becca. Joyce Blessing, Kumi Guitar, Obibini.
And even some of the actresses and
yes. But xylophone music, I was taking care of the musicians. Okay. Now a dinati taking care of the actors and actresses. Okay. So me wahona me boss friend me say, me person me no nya meeting nti brana yenkasa, you know. So me do on okasa oh. Omo person omo sign Shatta, but Shatta say only me what problem we should try and solve the issue before blah blah blah. You know, and that day I me call no, my name says like some sort of ambush, and that day now about mini na mo ekasa obekutu so me na me so we here because me yi side na fi meeting da. So that's how come we had to settle my case before, because it will be very difficult. I work with all the artists. It will be difficult not to settle that case before I ever sign, you know.
Yeah, and just quickly to add on, because I was also part of the xylophone family. The first working relationship was different from the second working relationship.
Exactly.
Okay.
So the first working relationship between Bull and Shatta was that close. He was managing him directly. But xylophone setup, we sat there as the top management kind of, we were the label, and now all the artists had their respective management. So the managers were answering to us, we were giving them the necessary resources to do it. So it wasn't the same, dynamic.
You know, now Julio was in charge of him at the time. Yes. And in the team. So the big Shakra, Julio in the team, yes. You know, and Arnold will tell you, I mean, I was there with him in the office the whole time.
Air conditioning. No problem.
You know, so that was the working relationship. But sometimes in Crawford, so I have a few people, a few friends who say, oh no, you cry today, as you do this, you go work with us, you can't apologize again. No, it's not about that. You know, that train has moved long ago. I mean, there will be no working relationship. Baby, no, or say, oh, I met you, like I'll respond. I mean, there's no bad blood here. Yeah, there's no bad blood. There will be no need for any bad blood. But say, you best say, there be a bedding. That's right.